Temsic Park, the site of the little lady Camilla's abduction tonight, and the place where an important piece of evidence, the music box, was hidden, except it's not a music box, it's just a normal box with a gun inside of it, so maybe we should stop calling it that, but whatever, I'm kind of rambling, I have more important things to talk about right now. Okay. Why is the chef on the swing set? I wonder why our lady detective is looking so dejected. At least she isn't dead. Yeah, I mean, there is that. That really shouldn't be such a strong plus side, but there you go. But what did she find? Oh, that appears to be a leaf she is, twiddling about with. But, alright. Now I just gotta get over there. You'd think it would have been nice of her to maybe wait by the phone for me? I guess not. Whoop, hello. What's he doing here? He is, singing on a swing set. A singing swing set. A swinging sing set? A sing sweat. Swagwa. Okay, sorry. My brain broke a little late. It's already ice cold. Alright, so just gotta kinda... I guess I gotta go into his hat. Yeah, okay. Okay, maybe a little more. Like that. And up. Head up. Oh, swing harder. I'd be more than happy to do that. Take that, random chef man. Have fun with that, I guess. Alright, and I can spin this thingy-a-roon. Alright, that's pretty cool. Oh, whoa, it is not stopping. I got this thing spinning pretty fast. I didn't even put much effort into it. It's quite a bit of power and speed for a piece of playground equipment. I can't imagine, I can just imagine all the poor kids who get sent flying all over the park. Yeah, probably. My goodness, when does it stop? Alright, I imagine that's probably gonna play a role in something. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Maybe I want to go... Okay, I guess that's not an option. I was gonna say down would probably make more sense, but I guess I can't. Oh, hey-oh. I'm gonna rustle this letter that's being delivered via Animal Crossing Airlines, apparently. Okay, and... Oh, the umbrella! Yeah, this'll work. Daddy-oop! And of course I get caught on stuff. Alright, and again, hata! That did not work. That did not work. Okay, maybe I cannot knock the thing over. Can I? What exactly? Okay, interesting. Yo, Lynn, can you notice the? Could you notice the umbrella? No. All right. Well, now I'm kind of confused. Wait. Oh, wait. Maybe that's why. Oh, derp. That's why you can spin it. Derp. There we go. Well, that was more than a little stupid. That's fine. It's fine. All right. And trick. And yep. And now I'm in your brain. Oh, there you are, Sissel. From your dejected expression, I gather you didn't find what you were looking for. Right. I can't find the music box anywhere. But I found something else instead. Something horrible. Horrible? What is it? That is a dead person. There, in the grass. You'd better see for yourself. Was that man crushed to death by a giant stone egg? It looks like an egg with a face. I nearly died when I saw it. Yeah, please don't do that. And I suppose now that we've found it, we can't just leave it there, can we? Nope, I suppose not. All right, what? Okay, first things first. That's a mascot. It looks like a cross between, like, the Lorax and a Pineco. And I don't mean like a pine cone. I mean a Pineco, the Pokemon. All right, that's a little interesting. Anyway, aren't you that, strange? Yeah, I guess that is you. All right. Stop the park from being turned into a housing site. Protect the park, the Rock of the Gods. You there. You're talking to me, aren't you? I have some leaflets for you. Leaflets I know you'll be very interested in. I urge you to pursue it thoroughly. Examine it in detail. Never mind that right now. Do you remember your name? My name? My name? What does my name matter when there are more important things to worry about? Well, you're like the first person I've jumped into that hadn't been dead before that already has their form. Usually they need to think for a minute, but okay. Okay. Come now and study these tracks with me, my brother. Come and learn about the Rock of the Gods with me. The night is no longer young. As a matter of fact, daybreak is approaching, but we are young. Look, I don't have time to get involved in your way of life, but I am interested in your way of death. So let's go back to 4 minutes before your death. And bring it down the rewind. I'm not entirely sure how you got crushed by what I can only assume to be some form of modern art, but there you go, I guess. And so I made up my mind. I resolved to live here in this park and defend it. Okay, and what does that have to do with this Rock of the Gods you mentioned? You still don't appear to understand. It's written quite clearly in the 4th leaflet in great detail. Excuse me, but I have to use the restroom. Ah, common getting out of talking to a guy sort of situation. Classic move. Oop. Eek! Oh, dang! Oh, look at him go! I'm coming! Just hold on! Holy crap, look at him go! I'll be right there! My goodness, that was actually kind of awesome. I've located the target, beauty. A girl of the right age coming out of the right apartment building at the right time. Well, that's just a large assortment of coincidences. I still think a physical description would have worked better. And slide that through. Oh. What, this thing? Wait, how does that thing get over to the other side of the thing? Yes, my dear, I'll ever so gently nab her and come right back to your side. Good evening, young lady. Won't you come with me? Stranger danger! Stranger danger! Blow the whistle! Blow the whistle! Eek! Oh, gods. What do I do? What should I do? I have to do something. Oh, so you are capable of coherent thoughts. What? Excuse me, what? What in the world? What just happened? Oh, that's Mino. Mino? Mino, the mascot, the symbol of Temsic Park. Forget about the name of that big creepy lump of concrete. I'm talking about the way it changed direction. Did you see that? Yes, yes I did. We witnessed it with our own eyes. The power of the Rock of the Gods. That was the power of the gods. The power of the gods saved that little girl. And then the same power very deliberately crushed you instead? Yes, yes, precisely. That is called the mischief of the gods. Was it the mischief of the gods, or was it a ghost trick? But nah, it couldn't have been a ghost trick. No ghost trick could change the direction of something that heavy in midair. That we know of. But wait a minute. What if there was somebody with much greater powers than me? That would definitely be a thing. Okay. So here's the question that I have. Ghost powers! Yo! Look at that! There's another flame beside mine! Oh, so that is the flame of a god, isn't it? But hold on. Your spirit is a flame too, isn't it? Yeah, so? Pardon me, but are you a god? No, I don't think so. Could make a totally wicked Ghostbusters reference there, but no, I sincerely doubt it. At the last minute, that big lump of concrete made a huge swing to one side. That's probably that flame's doing. Who could it be? I definitely believe it's either a god or somebody god-related. Well, to be fair, I mean, we've established an afterlife, so maybe. Maybe I'd better try talking to this person. All right, hip, hop, bibbidi bop. So it's really that easy. You can just jump into other flames and talk to other ghosts? All right. What's the haps? What the? This person with much greater power than me. It's you? Hey! What? What? Missile? Hi? Oh my, it's Missile! You look well for being dead. When the hell? How'd you get out of the apartment? How did you die, and how did you do that? He didn't have powers the last time he died. What? Did you see? Did you see what I did? I did it. I tried really hard and I did it. I saved Miss Camilla. Are you telling me I was done in by a puppy dog? Well, that certainly seems to be the case. Missile, what's going on? How did you get the powers of the dead? I'm glad you asked. After Miss Camilla went out and you left, don't tell me he like smashed himself through the door. I worked like crazy to make my own path and I did it. He's gonna go straight through that door. Oh, Oh, okay. Well, going through the door would have been funnier, but that makes more sense. And then I followed Miss Camilla out into the big wide world. And what a big world it is. Okay. Oh, and there she goes. Luckily, she's a slow walker. Considering how long it flippin' took you to get out. I mean, because we had to do that whole, you know, scenario with the knocking on the wall and the thing. Interesting. I found her at last. Yes, you guessed it. I barked, you bet I did. And I went running after her, too. And then you got run over by a Vespa? Well, that is unfortunate. And then I guess I died. And then I was unconscious for a little while. Okay. Oh! So that's how Camilla ended up getting a core. Well, that makes sense. So wait. She got a core because Missile. Wow. All right. Poor Miss Camilla. Crushed under that big scary lump. It is a very scary lump. Oh! What have I done? I'm so sorry, little lady. Please forgive me. Well, she can't forgive you now. She's a pancake. Miss Camilla! And you just spontaneously gained powers that you didn't have before? I had to rescue Miss Camilla. It was up to me. I cried out from the depths of my heart, my tiny dog heart, and then... Well, hot damn. I can't tell you how surprised I was, but I bet you understand, right? Better than probably anybody else could. And I remembered what you did for me, how you saved me. So, you went back, right? Back to 4 minutes before the little lady's death? You bet I did! I like that his colors are all green instead of red. It's a nice way of displaying the difference. Well, that's just freaking awesome! Yes, my dear, I'll ever so gently nab her and yep, okay, yeah, you go ahead and do that. You child murderer. Child manslaughterer. It's very creepy. Get out of here, you nerd. And you just... How exactly did you do this? Now's my chance, I thought. I saw the core. I don't know, it looks pretty far. I stretched out my paw towards the core. Oh, how I felt at that moment. I'd love for you to be able to feel it too. Go ahead, Sissel, go ahead and try it for yourself. How would you... Whoa! Whoa, that's significant. Wow, life would be so much easier if I could do that. I can't believe it. How could you connect over such a great distance? Well, they don't call me Missile for nothing. So what, is it just like a lottery? Some people gain certain abilities and others don't? And so then you manipulated that Mino thing and threw it aside? Right on top of my head. Well, no, actually. I can't manipulate things like you can, Sissel. You can't? Okay, so... Okay, at least I have something that you can't do. Now I feel significantly less gypped about my abilities. Then how did you... I didn't know what to do. Then I happened to see something out of the corner of my eye. And it had a core, too. A single leaf hanging from that tree. Interesting. I tried reaching out to the leaf. And you were totally able to reach it. What the hell is that? What in the world? I can't manipulate things. But apparently I can swap them. As long as the two things have the same shape, that is. Ah, well that's the ticket, ain't it? Well, it's a good thing this thing wasn't shaped like a sphere. Swap things with the same shape. Go ahead and try it. Touch the swap button. Instead of a manipulate, or you have a swap. That's incredible. And so that's how you saved your mistress, is it? And that's how I became caught up in this, is it? I'm very sorry. My powers were too meager. Meager? Because you see, I saw one more. Oh, that's just convenient. I happened to notice one more core. There was something with the exact same shape stuck in the branches of a tree. Hey, you're right. If Mino could be swapped again with that, then disaster wouldn't have to rain down on my head. That would be pretty great. But what is that thing? It's too big to be a leaf. Whatever it is, I'd much prefer it on my head than Mino. It's weird, this guy's talking like normal speak. He's not going on and on. I thought he was a raving loon, but he actually has coherency. So why didn't you swap the Missile? I couldn't. I can stretch out my paw a little further than you can, Sissel. But apparently not enough. But this was just too far for me. I couldn't reach. And that led to the, smoosh. I must admit, it's a fascinating spectacle of a death, if I do say so myself. I kept retrying over and over, seeing if there was anything I could do. I bet there's something you can do now. Eh? If we work together, you and me. Sissel, you think so? I don't plan on letting anybody die in front of me tonight. Do you think you could help me? Of course! Naturally! I'm not sure how much help you're gonna be, but I appreciate the enthusiasm. So we're gonna drop that Mino thing in a different spot. Okay, let's try it. Let's go back again to 4 minutes before. And time. There we go. All right. So I gotta knock that ball down. I was in it, and I can't rock it. So I'm going to have to do something about, I'm guessing the branch it's on. All right, let's get started. 4 minutes from now, you'll swap Mino with a leaf. And then you have to swap Mino with something else. Something with the same shape. Oh, I believe that's a rugby ball. Okay, rugby ball, huh? But with the rugby ball where it is now, Missile can't reach it. So that means I have to move it closer somehow. It looks like you and I will have to work together on that one, Missile. Okay, I'm ready. Whenever you want to use my swap trick, just touch the doggy icon. Okay. That way you'll be able to control me. And then if you touch the Sissel icon, oh, I have multiple characters now. Control will come back to me. This is really cool. By the way, you can switch between us with select too. Select, huh? I'll remember that. All right, let's try it. Together we can stop Mino from hurting anybody. All right. Oh boy. All right, Missile, your powers are the key this time. Okay, I'm ready. I can swap anything that has the same shape. Just call on me if you find anything you want to try. Probably the best thing to do is just try a bunch of things and see how it goes. And if I see something we can swap, I can use the little doggy icon. Alrighty. Let's see what we can do. Absolutely nothing. That's a problem. Okay, I can't. Alright then. Looks like we're gonna be going into this pretty quickly. Let's see. I can go over there. Man, that is one hell of a radius. That is really handy. All right, so I guess I'm Missile now. I can't manipulate things like this, but I can swap things. Like these? Hello. Okay. Wait, now I'm just trying to think. Hang on a second here. These are the same shape. Because I remember, I paid attention to that dude while he was running about. And, okay, he jumps on that thing. And if he jumps on that thing, he'll launch a tire way up, and it'll probably smack into that thing. But that wouldn't require Sissel's help in any regard. So that's a problem. Let's see here. Over there. Onto, oh. Look at this funny flattened ball. It is funny, and it is flattened. It's the same shape as that horrible Mino. It's too far to swap from here. Even this ball is starting to look horrible to me. You have to find a way to get this ball closer to that Mino thing. Knock it down from the tree, I say. There must be something we can do. All right. That's good and everything, but I need Sissel in order to manipulate objects. If I had to guess, I think I need the umbrella. If I knock it down there, and I can open it back up. I thought that would knock me back down, but it didn't. It opened up. And I'm willing to bet that that's what the game wants me to do, too. The tire will go, whoop, and it'll, like, land, it'll, like, catch on the umbrella, and it'll knock everything down, and it'll work out great. Okay, let's see. Can I maybe reach this now? No. Why? Oh, man. I gotta be honest. I feel phenomenally useless with this I can't reach. And then Missile's all like, oh, don't mind me. I'm just gonna go beyond that. My goodness. Okay. Let's see. Maybe I can go further beyond. No. Okay. Let's see. You go in there. And then, well, right. I can do literally absolutely nothing as Sissel. At all. Okay. Then I guess we'll just wait around and see what happens. Okay, well, okay. What's the information we got here? Whew, here you come already. I swore to myself not to repeat my mistakes. When somebody's in trouble, you should lend them a hand. Otherwise, you'll definitely regret it. And now the recklessness of youth has taken over, giving me lightning-fast speed. I've been thinking, if we could stop this man from running, maybe he wouldn't get squished? It won't be easy to stop me once the recklessness of youth has taken over. Stop him, huh? Well, I think I have an idea on how I could possibly do that, but I need Sissel. How am I supposed to even with the... this is really quite frustrating, I'm not gonna lie. What am I supposed to do? If I could get... This would be so much easier. If I could be Sissel, I could go over there, activate the thing, and then Missile could do the thing with it while he's not even there. That'd be good. Okay. How the hell am I supposed to... Like, I have a theory, but... Unless I could... how am I supposed to? I don't... This is frustrating. Alright, I guess I'll just... wait and see, I guess? Okay. There he goes. There he goes. At least I can see if my theory was at all correct. That didn't go up nearly as high as I thought. What do you think of my lightning-fast pace? I wish you would knock it off. That way, that's what I think. We don't have time to prepare. I think we're gonna have to find a way to stop him from running. As far as I can see, the only way to do that is to use the playground equipment. The what? You know, the seesaw, the swing, those things. Precisely. Except there is one more piece of equipment to be exact. Stop him with the equipment, huh? Maybe I should rethink things here. All right, so I need to stop him. Back to the beginning. All right, well, whatever it is that I'm supposed to do, I definitely need to get Sissel over there. Okay, all right, okay. Oh my god, I only just this instant realized I can, oh my. I thought this was like a scrap of wood. I could do this the entire time and I just never did because I'm stupid. Fantastic, go me. Okay, well, really sorry about that. Let's see, okay. And then I can do this. And then I can get in here. Okay, this is good, this is good. And then I'm gonna have to wait for that guy to show up. Right. All right. Here he is. Now I'm gonna need him to get onto that thing. They're playing this Spinaroonie thingy up like it's a big deal, so I'm assuming that it is, in fact, a rather large deal. I'm just going to do... I guess I'm going to do this and make him go, whoa! Well, that seems significantly more dangerous. Wow, I didn't see this coming. Don't you know the first thing about the globe climber? Even little children treat it with the respect it deserves. They know that unless you spin it gently, there's no stopping it. Yeah, it does look pretty dangerous. It looks like I'm just destined to fly through the air like this for a while. This just might buy us some time. Maybe he'll just keep spinning around like that the whole 4 minutes. I'm sorry, but I don't think I would stand for it that long. But anyway, at least we stopped him from running for a while. Let's do what we can while we have this chance. Okay. All right, okay. Getting into position. Okay, I guess I gotta mess with this thing really quickly. Here we go. And all right. Just give me a second here. Just a moment. Umbrella la la la. Okay, not bad. This is good. Oh, that was so close. If I hit that, if it hit the ball, it could have knocked it down. Is that all this umbrella can be used for? For knocking the rugby ball down? Don't forget about my powers. And don't forget about my recklessness of youth. Right. Okay, hang on. Brain. Okay. Okay. He slowed down. Oh, you know what? I think I do know what. Okay. I was kind of right, but I was doing it improperly. Okay. Now, I'm gonna go here. Yes, that is a very funny flattened ball. Not important right this very instant, Missile. Buddy boy. Good doggy. Very good doggy dog. Okay. Yes, this is great. Awesome. Fantastic. We've been here. We've done this. I just wanted to be in a good position. Because I have to do this while it's in the air. Okay. Yep. We've got this. We've got this. Assuming I can reach, and I can. All right. He couldn't launch a tire, but he can launch a basketball. Here we go. And swap-a-doodle. And then, that's how you do it. And luckily it didn't go in the dumpster itself. There, we moved the ball. What do you think, Missile? Please be good enough, because I can't do any more than that. With the ball there, I think I can do it. It's just a few seconds. You'll swap Mino with the leaf, and then from there, you can swap Mino one more time. The final moment is near. Missile, are you ready? You bet! Okay. Okay. So we just need to get into position, I guess. I guess we'll just chill here for a moment. Have to wait for it to fall. Any momento. Now wait, hang on. Is it gonna maybe do it on its own? Do I not have to swap the first thing? Yeah, okay, apparently not. Okay, hopefully I get a chance to. Thank God. Okay, watch me, Sissel. Here I go. The finishing touches. You can do it, Missile. Swap Mino with that ball. And all right, alley-oop, and alley-oop. And swiggity swap. Crush the barrel. Bonked on the head. Please tell me that didn't kill him. There, how's that? My head has been spared. Truly, that was a try worthy of the gods. And now Mino's right where he belongs. In the trash, I guess. We did it again, didn't we? Didn't we? I dare say that we did. God diggity dang. Now nobody has to die. Except for one brave little somebody. Eh? I'm talking about you, Missile. Oh, me. I guess you're right, I'm still dead, aren't I? So now let's go back and save your life. Wait a minute. What is it? Now that I think about it, I think I want to stay dead a little longer. What? When I was alive, I couldn't even help Miss Camilla when she was in trouble. I want to be able to protect Miss Camilla. And to do that, I need these powers I have now. I see. Perfectly understandable. Even I wish I had powers like that. Hey, we just saved you. Don't wish your life away already. Oh, of course. You're right. Okay, Missile, have it your way. But we are definitely going to be saving you at some point, little doggy. I've never actually cared about a dog until now, but this dog is a very good dog. By the way, Mr. Reckless Youth, there's a certain detective who needs that music box you found. When we get back to the present time, could you give it to her? Certainly, you have my word. Let's go back then, to the present. Introduce some new mechanics? I am so down for that, let me tell you. And so, Camilla ended up in the hands of the kidnappers. We weren't able to change that part. Lynn listened to my story without saying anything. I'm sorry. I wish there was something else I could have done. It would have been nice if we could have swapped the giant statue thingy over to where that guy was standing and smoosh him. That would have solved everybody's problems. No, you did the best you could. I'm sure she's alright after all. After all, she has me! This is new! Hello! Missile? Are you in there? Miss Lynn, leave Miss Camilla to me. I know I don't look like much right now, but I'm sure I can help her. Missile? Nope. Don't let go of the leaf. Whoop, there it goes. Miss Lynn! Good luck, doggy. I'll save you before the night's over. I'm gonna leave it up to Missile. Kinda looks like Missile is being left up to the wind. I have awakened! Wow, you were knocked out for a long time. Hello. I have something to give you. Stop the park from being turned into a housing site! Protect the park! Rock your gods! Aren't you forgetting your promise? Oh, pardon me, pardon me. Ah, there we go. My apologies. This is for you. Oh. Well, diggity daffodil. How'd you fit that in your pocket? Okay, you kept the music box safe, didn't you? Thank you. Not at all. I was only doing what the Rock of the Gods would have wanted. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? He's mesmerized by my beauty. Hey, the cat's not allowed to get your tongue. I mean, who couldn't resist that rooster-like hair? And lack of pants. Excuse me, but are you? No, it couldn't be. Have we met before? Aren't you that little girl from that time? I'll never forget it. It was 10 years ago in this park. 10 years ago? Eh. Are you talking about... Hey-oh. Hey-oh. What you gonna be talking about, Mr. Man? Here in the park, the gods surely control fate. Today, 10 years from that day, we meet once again. If that isn't the power of the gods, then what else is it? It could just be a coincidence. But apparently, you know our lady detective here. Could you tell us about it? About what happened 10 years ago? Yes, of course. I was actually just about to do that. Well, then go for it. Well, I guess talk about the... What's this Rock of the Gods you keep mentioning? Don't you know? It's right there in front of us. What you talking about, Afro Man? Where? What am I looking at? Other than Missile's corpse. Aw, that's really sad. Missile. Wait a minute. You say GODS, but do you mean DOGS? Of course not. Don't be silly. This is no time for ridiculous word games. You are standing just above the Rock of the Gods now. Take a good look at that monument. Monument? Rock of the Gods, Temsek Park. The Rock of the Gods. And also that. The rock is buried in the ground right there. It's been there these 10 years. Ever since that day it flew down from the heavens and showed us a miracle. A miracle? Ah! Chair! I want to know about the miracle. So this rock you've been talking about, is it a meteorite? Precisely! It dropped from the sky on that day 10 years ago. Yes, of course. Surely you know all about it. Me? Well, clearly. 10 years ago, that day I just happened to be passing through the park. I had no idea that day would change my destiny. The sun was going down, and through the gloom, I heard the scream of a little girl. Eek! And that was when you got yourself kidnapped there. But how do you play a role in this, Afro Johnson? Aw, she's so tiny and pink. I peeked out fearfully from the bushes and saw some shadowy figures. I didn't see the face of the criminal clearly. I knew I should do something to help, but I couldn't move. The tension was so thick it was painful. Just when I couldn't stand it any longer. That's when it happened. The sky suddenly burned bluish white. Krakatoa? Well, that's a gem! That ain't no rock, that's a gem. It was way too shiny. When it crashed into the ground, the meteorite gave off a shower of beautiful fragments. And then I saw it. One of those beautiful fragments pierced into the criminal's back. Shoot him! Oh my god, that's important. The judgment of the gods was brought down on the park that day. You didn't shoot him, he done got stabbed. 10 years ago, the little girl that was you was saved by the Rock of the Gods. I can't believe it. The Rock of the Gods was given the name Temsek, and still today, it lies sleeping deep in the park's earth. Well, about 2 feet. But, you know, whatever. I never knew about this Temsek. I always thought Detective Jowd was the one who saved me. You were very young then, and you passed out from the shock of being taken hostage. Of course you wouldn't remember. But that's funny. A huge incident like that should have caused quite a stir. It's strange you never heard of it, Lynn. It is, isn't it? But now that I think about it, I remember I didn't want to think about what happened. I avoided the news, and I never came back to this park again. That's why I didn't know anything about it. The meteorite was named Temsek, after the name of the park that it fell in. And then the Rock of the Gods was forgotten. Now an awful thing is happening. They're talking about turning the park into a housing site. I'll never forget the miracle I witnessed that day, and so I've taken up residence in this park and I'm trying to appeal to the people. Protect the park, the Rock of the Gods. That is my mission. I see. All right. Interesting. I'm taking you with me, Missile. So, 10 years ago, the little girl that was Lynn wasn't aware of the meteorite. I get that, but Detective Jowd, on the other hand? There's no way he didn't know about this Temsek thing. And if he knew... You didn't do that, though! What was that confession of his all about? The rock of the gods that fell from the sky 10 years ago changed the destinies of many people's lives, like the ripples on a pond when a pebble is dropped in. With every answer I get, I learn about a new mystery. Will I be able to break the chain of mysteries before dawn? Anyway, now that we have the evidence we need, we decided to meet up at the minister's office. Besides, there are a few things I want to ask Detective Jowd. And the music became significantly more somber. That's not the usual blood pumping stuff we usually get. Anyway, here's your box. You found the music box, Detective Jowd. Good job, Lynn. I knew you would. Once everything has been resolved, I had wanted you to give this to him. Him? You mean Inspector Campanella, right? I don't suppose he'll ever forgive me. Detective Jowd. Now then, let's get this thing open. There's a certain knack to doing it, you know. See? He calls that a knack. Looks more like brute strength to me. I may have hurt my throat a little. Here you go. Don't point it at your face! You should find scorch marks on the grip. Scorch marks? When Camilla built her contraption, she used a special kind of string. It's a kind magicians use. It burns up in an instant and disappears. Oh, so that's how that happens. Okay. Alright. They actually explained that incredibly minute detail. Why would little Camilla use something like that? I don't know, maybe she's a detective's daughter. Not leaving any evidence behind and all that. Haha! In the case report, there was mention of some scorch marks. Pow pow! I'm guessing from that. When it happened, Camilla was watching from her hiding place. She saw the flame run to the gun, something she naturally didn't include in her design. Not sure how that pulled the trigger, but there you go, I guess. I took the gun out of the frame and replaced it with a picture. If you remove the picture, you should find scorch marks behind it on the frame, too. And those marks should match up with the ones on the gun. In other words, it proves the contraption existed there in that room that day. Huzzah! And it didn't work the way you little girl intended, is that right? Exactly. Some cowardly culprit modified the design. But that angle was never brought up in court. And so, as Justice Minister, I must call off the execution at this point. Hot damn! I knew I was right. It wasn't Detective Jowd. Now we can finally prove that. Thank goodness. Thank you, Lynn. And those eyes of yours, I see the eyes of that little girl from 10 years ago. Alright, well, seeing as how we can all talk to each other, I'm just gonna hip-hop bibbity-bop inside your brainscape. Sissel, if you hadn't come to my cell tonight, I would have been gone by now without ever having known any of this. This is what I deserve. That's what I told myself these past 5 years. But things are different now. Thanks to you, my eyes have finally been opened. Tonight. I've come into contact with a lot of people's lives and gotten involved in their fates. And the only reason I was doing it was to regain my own lost memory. But things are different now. We're connected to each other somehow. I just know it. And that's why I need to ask you a few more questions in order to find the truth about us. Fair enough. Fire away. Let's talk about some stuff. Sissel told me all about it, Detective Jowd. About the manipulator. Yes, and it looks like this manipulator really did a number on the minister, too. Yarg! Please don't pick on the minister. If he dies again, I'm the one who has to save him. Sissel, do you think that's what happened to me, too? What are you talking about, Lynn? Don't tell me. You were manipulated, too? That sure seems like the case. There was always a part of me that just couldn't believe it. That image of the one who shot me. But now I see the possibility of a new explanation. So, that's really handy. But who is it? And why did they do it? That is something I do not have an answer for. That contraption was a birthday surprise for Camilla's mother, wasn't it? That's right. Something's been bothering me about it. I feel like I know that device from somewhere. No surprise there. You lost your life once tonight because of that machine. Right? I knew it! See, Detective Jowd? No, I'm afraid I don't see. I told Detective Jowd about it. Underneath the place in the dump. Told him about seeing the exact same contraption tonight in a completely different place. Now that's another mystery I'd like an answer to as to why that's there. That's very strange indeed. A junkyard on the edge of town. I never even heard of the place. What's more, I've never told a single soul about that contraption. You haven't? Huh, that old pigeon guy. Who in the world is he? So many questions. Detective Jowd, you must have heard this name before. Temsik. The meteorite that fell in the park 10 years ago. You were there. So you found out about that, did you? I hear that meteorite saved little Lynn's life. That's right. I couldn't do anything to help Lynn that day. But in that case, I don't get it. If it's true, doesn't it mean you didn't steal somebody's life away? What are you talking about? Detective Jowd, you told me that 10 years ago that person who killed the perpetrator in the park was you. What? But it was the meteorite. Explain yourself. I wasn't lying. I stole that man's life away, no question about it. It was entirely my fault. Explain yourself. I was just about to shoot him. I would have shot him in the next instant if the meteorite hadn't come. At that point, I was already a murderer. That's not true! You were trying to save me. Lynn, I'm sorry, but I don't think that's really it. Eh? Keep talking. On that day 10 years ago, a different incident happened in another place. Another place? Yes, in the police headquarters interrogation room. The worst sort of incident. A suspect who was being questioned escaped. Wow, I didn't know about that. I happened to be there in the detective division, so I joined the chase. Fortunately, or I guess unfortunately, I was able to track him down alone in the park. Hold it right there! I fired a warning shot. I wanted to catch him bad. That warning shot made him panic. At the time, I was a young and green detective brandishing my sense of justice like a sword. I made him panic and got you involved, Lynn. It was all my fault. That ain't right, yo. Detective Jowd. All I could see was my target. I couldn't even see you. I'm so sorry, Lynn. I don't think that's worth being executed for. So the man who grabbed me died that day. These last 10 years, I've never forgotten his face. And then a few years after that, when my wife Alma died in such a mysterious way, I thought it was fate, my punishment for what I'd done. So... When you... Yeah. Oh, so that's the vomiting walrus! Oh... And I'm putting 3 and 2 together. I'm getting 5. And is this your way of saying that Sissel was the man that grabbed Lynn 10 years ago? I painted pictures in my cell, nothing but portraits of people's faces. All the faces of the many people I'd met in my life and didn't want to forget. And tonight, I finished my final portrait. The final face I wanted to remember. The final face. The face of the man in the park that day. Wait just 1 minute. That can't be. I saw that painting. I saw the face you painted tonight. Well, this is happening. It was my face. Are you telling me I was the man in the park that time? Holy crap. That's right. That face of yours is the face I saw 10 years ago. The face of the man whose life I stole. Of the man who was pronounced dead at the scene. Well, then how did he die a second? What? But hold on, Detective Jowd. That can't be true. I just met Sissel for the first time tonight. And he died right in front of me. By the way, the name that I know the man in the park that day by isn't Sissel. What? From the first minute I laid eyes on you tonight, I've been wondering, who in the world is this guy? Mr. Minister? Inspector Cabanela, where are you? Just be quiet and listen. This is our demand. What? Demand? Our demand hasn't changed. The execution must be tonight. Once you've been confirmed it's been carried out, we'll release the hostage. What are you talking about, Cabanela? And you know it wasn't my daughter who was abducted. Does it really matter who the hostage is? A life is a life, even if it's the daughter of a death row prisoner. Once the criminal gets the punishment he deserves, the hostage will go free. Carry out the execution immediately and wait for our call. What in the actual crud crap is going on right now? What is it, Mr. Minister? You look paler than ever. What in the world? This is really weird. This is really weird. The Rock of the Gods that fell from the sky 10 years ago twisted the fates of many people and started a chain of tragic events. And even now, the chain continues to grow even longer. Inspector Cabanel's call proved that to us. Apparently, he was always a bad guy, and the greatest mystery of all has risen to the surface. Who is this me I've been chasing all night? Who am I? I'm even further from knowing that when I started. So wait, the person we are isn't Sissel? But somebody else? My brain hurts! Oh, my brain hurts. Okay. I need answers and I need them now, but I gotta wait. Ugh. I'll see you guys next time. Wow.